So, Sincere's talking with the guys about the hideaway and they're trying to get information out of him. And he's not giving any away. He said nothing happened. Meanwhile, Melanie said something happened. She said they didn't have sex, but something happened. Casey tells the guys that he's going to ask Tierra to be his girlfriend. So they're going to help him plan the surprise or how he's going to do it. He's going to do a scavenger hunt. Kata tells the girls she has something to tell them, and she's all excited. And she said, Zach and I are exclusive. And Trinity doesn't say anything, but then Kata goes, and it's not a situationship. And then it brings the whole thing up again. And Trinity said, yes, it is. And Melanie agrees. Kenzie's like, no, that's not what I think. A situationship is not being exclusive. A situationship is when you're just hooking up or whatever. And this whole situationship thing keeps going and going and going. Meanwhile, Casey's getting pictures ready for the scavenger hunt. Everybody's talking about how cute it was, and it was cute and entertaining. But they're only doing it because they're bored in there and there's nothing else to do. Um, you know, I mean, not that I don't think they're gonna work out or anything, but just it's not gonna be like this all the time. The girls get back and it was so cute because the guys were happy to see him and they ran up to him, picked him up. But when Carl he was running up to Anaya, he goes, where were you? Where have you been? And it was like he was so, I don't know, it's something about Carl. It's very cute. Melanie asks Sincere if he told the guys, and he said no. And she didn't believe him. Of course, you're not going to believe him because he's a liar. She did not believe him, and she was like, "Don't lie, because there'll be video footage." And for her to think that's funny, that's weird to me. Too soon. And he goes, "I didn't lie. I'm not a liar." And this is the face she made. Like, this isn't really funny because he is a liar, Melanie. But okay. Kata was telling Zach how she didn't like the reaction that she got from Trinity or the girls about saying they're exclusive. And Zach said he didn't really like Bryce's reaction either. The girls are getting ready, and looky here. And I got a new wig. And it's so funny because she was like, I'm fine. I'm taking all y'all men. And Trinity said, you know what? Give me my wig back. And I had said to myself, I was like, Trinity had several wigs, and I was thinking she should give Anaya one because the one she had wasn't working. So she did give her a wig, and she looks gorgeous. I don't know what abracadabra Tierra pulled on her hair because she had braids in the front. So I don't know. It looks like it's a half wig, and she had hair down in the front, but she must have taken some braids down. But anyway, she looks really good. Insert eye roll here because now she's talking to him and they're talking like everything's great, but again, there's what else are they going to do? The show's over this week. But the other thing is, before the text came through for the hideaway text, I think um he he said to her something about, you're upset, so I know this means a lot to you, or and whatever, but it just sounded like a bunch of BS. They really should have been the ones that went home over Corbin and Parmita. I don't know why everybody goes to Sincere, like he sits there like he's the old wise one, and he's just saying words, and I don't even know what he's talking about. I think he was trying to give Casey some sort of advice, but not Trinity, but please, Sincere. Kata was crying to Zach about the girls not supporting her, and she said Trinity is her best friend in there and she thinks it was just rude. Like, I agree. When she said once she said it wasn't a situationship, and Trinity kept saying it was, and she said it's just rude. Like, I get what she's saying. I mean, just go ahead and support the girl, like, and I know Trinity's trying, but Trinity can't bite her tongue either. But I get why she's upset, and also I think Kate is upset because she really wants to be his girlfriend, but I think she's trying to be, play it cool, like, yeah, I agree, I feel the same way. And you know what else is weird to me about this? Zach is very calm. Like, he always has something to say, and he's so opinionated, but he's very calm with this whole people saying things about them being exclusive. And I feel like it might be because he doesn't really want to bring up an argument that he can't defend, because he's awfully calm during all this, and he's doing very little consoling. of Kata. Anaya looks really pretty here. So it's Anaya, Melanie, and Trinity, and they're talking about the whole situationship thing. And Trinity's talking about how she doesn't get it. Melanie said she doesn't get it, but Melanie, please, let's not talk about we don't get here. And Anaya goes, well, how does Kata feel? And Trinity said she's good with it. And so Anaya said, well, if she's happy with it, then that's all that matters. We'll be happy for her. I said it before how like Trinity will have a conversation with someone like they're not the person that she's wronged. And this is what I feel like here because Zach is like his whole demeanor has changed too, but Zach is like telling Kata, I'm not gonna make someone my girlfriend just for the sake of being in here and saying that. Like someone is right in front of you, okay? Like it's weird how that I don't know, but again, he's oh, this is when Melanie was like, I don't get it, girl. Like I don't understand being exclusive. I just feel like not now. Okay? Not now because mm, Kate is upset and Zach was like, do you think you should talk to Trinity? She's like, no, I don't want to bring it up anymore. I also feel like she keeps bringing it up because she wants him to, I don't know, not change, well, maybe change his mind, but I don't know why she keeps bringing it up because it's like you say we're not exclusive or we're exclusive, and the girls Trinity and the girls are saying that's a situationship. Like, why does she keep bringing it up? You know what I mean? Like, you feel like it's not, they feel like it is. Drop it. The scavenger hunt starts, and the Casa boys, Carl and Dylan, take Tierra over to the photo booth, and they said, "Let's recreate another picture," but they find the one of Casey placed there with the pans. So then she goes to Sincere, and he has the pans there. This whole thing was cute. While it was going on, though, I was like, Kata's gonna be pissed. The whole time I was thinking Kata's gonna be pissed, but she was sitting there, and she asked Zach if he knew what was going on, and he told her no. He's probably scared to tell her. So Casey comes out and he asks TT, I called her TT, I usually don't, but he asked her to be his girlfriend. And she said yes. And everybody was watching. And they were all happy for him. There they are. And then Zach was like, great timing. And look at the look on Kata's face. So yeah, they're just I don't know. I just think he doesn't want to say she's his girlfriend because I don't think they're going to be together for sure outside of this. And I don't think it's because of Kata. I think Zach. I think Kata is not what Zach really wants. Um. So, and I do think a little part of him doesn't want to. Just a little part of him in his brain is thinking, he doesn't want to hurt her by giving her the girlfriend title because he knows nothing's going to happen outside of the villa. So I'm curious to see what the vote is for the couples, what America's vote is on Thursday. On Thursday, so we'll see what happens. I hope it's not disappointing. Like, come on, y'all, don't put Melanie and Sincere up there. I mean, I know that Kinsey and Dylan don't really deserve to be up there, and we love Melanie, but putting Melanie and Sincere up there is just gonna validate. Well, you know what? They already think it anyway, so they'll find out when they get out of the villa. All right, until next time.